Hey friends, Peggy Hall here from thehealthyamerican.org. I was about to bring you an exclusive video from a Healthy American, Dan Royer. It's actually my second interview with him. He has been standing up against the courts in California who want to take away his kids because he refuses to suffocate them, and he refused to send them to school in suffocation devices. This is the second time that I've attempted to bring you an interview with him, and we've had technology breakdowns. I don't know what's going on, so I'm hopping on right now to bring you just kind of a funny, quick live, and Dan and I will try to do our live at the bottom of the hour. So this is something a little bit strange, and it's strange images from NASA, and I can't wait to show you what I found, and I want to hear what you think. Before I do that, I want you to know about the sponsor of today's afternoon show with our breaking news, and we are going to hop right on over to EasySummerCool.com, and I have this device right here. Here it is. This is a portable AC unit. I absolutely love it. And what I wanted to let you know was that surging electric bills are going to sting this summer. Rising prices are affecting all aspects of our daily life, and that includes the resources that affect electricity costs. Residents in some cities will see their power bills double in price. Luckily, there's a device your electric company does not want you to know about, and this is an amazing 4-in-1 portable AC unit. So it's easy to use, it's a mini air conditioner, and it's 4-in-1 because it's an air cooler, it is a mist cooler, it's an air purifier, and an air humidifier. So anyone who wants to save on their power bill should have one in their room. I keep mine on every day. It makes my room ice cold. So learn more by going to EasySummerCool.com, and you can see these savings that you can take advantage of if you order yours today. Friends, there is a funny meme floating around social media, and I actually posted it on my Instagram page, so I'm going to hop right on over there and let me share my screen. It is intended to be humor, so just to lighten things up a little bit this afternoon, and we are talking all about being a critical thinker. Critical thinkers don't take things at face value. They dig deeper. They ask, where did that come from? What is the source? Why does it look like that? Who could benefit from this? Can I believe my own eyes? All right, so let's take a look at this image. I thought it was pretty funny. It says 4.6 billion light years away, and of course it's colorful and crisp and astonishing and awesome, and people are just riveted by this image. And then here you go, the 10 feet away security cam. Some of you saw the video that I did about the Georgia Guidestones, and again, the footage that they had was so raggedy and so blurry, and it was like stop, start, stop, start. You're like, seriously? That's the video camera that you have at the Georgia Guidestones? And then there is a story going around about these burglaries at the 7-Eleven and the images that they have of the suspected criminal, and it's like, oh, you can see these stars in space and you can't get a clearer image of someone. And of course, he's got the suffocation device on. So yes, people are giving smiling faces, laughing faces. And here we go. Princess Leah says, I've always wondered how they can get such sharp images of outer space, but we can never see who committed the crime. I did a video yesterday about the assassination. I did a couple of videos about the Abe assassination, and some of my lovely Healthy Americans even sent additional footage. Again, it's astonishing how poor the footage is, and when you break it down and you slow it down and you can take a look at it and remove some of your emotion from it, then you can see things more clearly. I would like to know from you, do you believe this footage? Do you believe the footage, the images that you see of the Earth? NASA itself has admitted that those are photoshopped, they call them composite images, which means that they are images that were taken together and put together in order to create one image. Because this was a very quick video that I was hopping on at the last minute to make for you, I started to do my research, and I found, let's see, this is something that came from 2000 and 17. And I thought that this was really interesting. So I'm going to share my screen. We are going to hop on over to Wired. Let me know in a comment below if you read that magazine or that blog, that website, if you're familiar with it. And it says how NASA visualizes stunning worlds without really seeing them. All right, this is interesting, and it is an admission. It says making space seem real and beautiful isn't just marketing, it's good for science too. And here are some of these images. It says you've probably seen images like this. I'm reading the subtitles here because you won't be able to hear it since I'm plugged in. And he says, I've always wondered who makes these. How do they do it? What I want to show you is that these are artist renderings of exoplanets. They are gorgeous, imaginative visions of what it might look like to live your life circling another star. And they're devilishly tricky to make. Isn't that interesting that they use that word with devil in there? Images sure don't come straight out of space telescope looking press release ready. Each visualization is the result of artists and planetary scientists collaborating to convert blips on a data readout into something that looks like a planet, all while remaining scientifically plausible. So they're right here admitting that these are artist illustrations. All right? So, now granted, this was 5 years ago. Here we're going to take a look at NASA's Webb camera reveals cosmic cliffs glittering landscape of star birth. If anybody thinks this is an actual image, I would like you to think again. You could ask a 5-year-old and they would tell you that this is a computer-generated image. That is not real. It's not real. It is created. It's a composite image. The other thing I want to show you, and I think I'll do this for you tomorrow, is this footage of the person who's in the president's office. And he's at this press release conference. And I saw again and again and again, and maybe you saw it too, these honeycomb images, all right? That's called a hexagon. I did a video all about the X, the hex, and I'm going to be digging deeper into the hexagon and what it means. You're going to be seeing that imagery a lot. You may already have, but right now I want to know if you think that these images are real or are they created. I want to finish up the video about this 7-Eleven burglary fiasco or scenario that's going on. And let's take a look at the images, shall we, that they came up with of the, actually, these aren't too bad. The one that I saw was really, really grainy. And of course, they were going to have their faces covered. It tells you to cover your face so that you can then go in and do these robberies. There are so many strange things about, yeah, here we go, these very, very bad footage. There are very strange things about this 7-Eleven burglary anyway. And here we go. Suspects sought in 7-Eleven attacks. Well, also 7-Eleven adds up to 9. And then there were some other very interesting time frames that came in as well. The point that I was making, friends, we don't need to dig any deeper on that, is that the footage that they released of the suspected burglar who apparently targeted all the 7-Elevens and drove to several of them, 45 minutes away from each other. The whole thing is ludicrous to me. Saying that there were people that were just dead in the parking lot. Like, why would a burglary suspect shoot somebody dead in the parking lot? What does that have to do with robbing a 7-Eleven? Then there was another report that he shot a customer. Oh, is the customer handling the cash? None of it adds up for me, friends. You can do a deep dive using some of the skills that I taught you about digging deeper, asking questions. Who could benefit from this? Who could benefit from these 7-Eleven burglaries? Well, it pushes the gun narrative, doesn't it? I noticed also when I was doing my research that NBC News, apparently, because I don't sit down and watch it every night, I see it online occasionally, says gun violence in America. That's their new headline. That's their new thing. So they want to drive that narrative, just like they did for the cooties, to keep people in a perpetual state of fear. It's despicable and it's terrorism. I just wanted to contrast the crystal clear imagery of outer space and all these galaxies that we're being shown as living proof that we are not alone in the universe. And my answer to the question, why would they fake that, Peggy? Why would they do that? It doesn't make sense. Think about it. The more vast the universe is, the smaller and more insignificant the human being is, where it's the exact opposite. You and I, we are the center of the universe, not the sun. We are not a speck among many billions of suns and what have you. The Bible clearly says there is one sun, there is one moon, there is one earth that is immovable, and it was laid on the foundations that God put. He stretched a canvas from one side to the other. There are four corners of the earth. I'd love to have this conversation with a deeper dive with you later, but this whole NASA promotion of other galaxies, I don't buy. That's just me. Love to hear what you say. All right, friends, I'm going to attempt to hop back on with you in about 5 minutes to bring you this exclusive video with Dan Royer. Dan is a freedom fighter. I've known him basically since day one. We've met in person. He has been fighting the family court system to get his visitation rights back because the judges said that he, not his ex-wife, but that Dan was putting his children at risk because he refused to suffocate them. Now, if we're not living in an upside down world where good is inverted and evil is elevated to something that we are supposed to idolize, here is proof of it. He has been standing strong. He is a man of faith. He still has good humor. He has raised his sons to know the truth. They don't want to wear the suffocation devices, and I can't wait to bring you this story. Hopefully, all of our audio is going to be working. If you don't see me at the bottom of the hour, I will be back with you tomorrow with, I believe I have another exclusive video interview with a young lady. Actually, she's a teenager, and she will tell you exactly what happened to her in a public school in California. When she started her high school, she only lasted for a couple of days because what she saw was so despicable. It was so upside down. It was so much inverting good for evil that she couldn't stand it. You're going to hear from her directly tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific. And hopefully I'll be back right on with you with another exclusive interview, always on all social media. Follow me over on Instagram. I do a lot of funny memes. I love to read your comments there. I also do some quick hits where my lovely assistant Olivia will edit some of my longer videos and just put them in a couple of minutes so that you can get the gist and the most important points. And all of that is over on Instagram. Yes, I'm on Brighteon, Rumble, Telegram, Facebook, all of the social sites. And I hope to see you there and here in the very next broadcast.